Reuters reports Valentino unit put under court administration over labor exploitation. The article reads, darling. Yeah, and just when you thought, well, LVMH learned its lesson a year ago with the Dior situation. Everybody remembers the 56 or 57 euro bag sold for 2,600 from Dior, made in the sweatshops in Italy, right after Armani went through similar situations. And they've seemed to have learned their lesson because the Italian courts took their orders off of them, not even a year after the scandal broke loose. Now Valentino seems to have a similar sitch. Not a good image considering that Alessandro Michele just joined the reins of Valentino and now we have all of these escándalos happening. But what does Reuters have to report? So basically, in summary, they're telling us judges say they have found new labor abuse in Italian fashion. And I'm like, look, sorry guys, how long have we been reporting about this? The end of fashion. How long have we been reporting about the abuse of power within the fashion world? Decades. How long have we been reporting about the Italian sweatshops? Since forever. And we know this is not news for us. You remember when Fendi, oh my God, you remember when Fendi, it was also about a year ago, they filmed this little promotional video of their newly opened factory, and they hired some influencers to go and film their little propaganda videos. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. And then subscribe and thumb up the video. And then, we had people coming in. They had people coming into the factory, influencers. Brian Boy was one of them. Sell your soul to the devil, honey. And walking around saying, oh, this factory is so amazing. Everybody is so amazing. And all of the workers sitting at their little tables with a lot of room around them. They all have their little lab coats on. And then the person who's like walking with Brian Boy is like also telling the story like, hey, everybody here is specialized just in one or maximum two. I'm paraphrasing here. Steps of manufacturing these bags. And Brian Boy said, oh my God, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. I'm like, why are you such a fake ass? Why are you so fake? First of all, if a company specializes workers in only one job within the manufacturing process of an entire bag, and they are only taught to specialize in screwing one screw into one particular part of the bag and not taught or not trained to manufacture the entire bag, you know what this means? This means that company is specializing people in only one single task so that those people can never become independent, so that those people can never learn a full trade, so that those people working in these factories can never actually one day dream of maybe quitting the stupid job and opening up their own company, opening up their own little manufacturing studio, atelier, or factory, because they won't know anything else but that one task of screwing that one bolt over and over and over again. And yet they sell it to you in these propaganda videos as if it were something amazing and incredible. Go watch those videos. They're still online. Go watch that propaganda video from Fendi. Disgusting, in my humble opinion only, And then they gift him a bag at the end, like, look, and we made this bag for you. And he's like, oh my God, this is so amazing. You think he ever wore that bag again? Check out his social media. You'll see. It's always a new bag. Every photo is a new bag, isn't it? Unless, of course, it's not a Birkin or a Kelly. Those we can wear over and over and over again. I see you. I'm so sick and tired of influencers. I'm so sick and tired of celebrities being endorsed and being brand ambassadors of these shitty brands. I'm just so sick and tired of it. And now this court in Milan, court finds company culpably failed to oversee its suppliers. Suppliers exploited workers, flaunted safety rules, judges say. I'm like, this has been going on for decades in Italy. Why are we acting every time we hear the stupid news? Oh my God, shocking. No, we're not shocked. This has been going on over and over and over again. Why aren't the courts doing something to finally stop with this bullshit? Why aren't these brands being punished properly so that they don't do this shit again over and over and over again? Why are they not punished? I read somewhere that, like, actually there is no real punishment set in place for these brands. Like, if they are caught doing something like this, you get a slap on the wrist. There's some minimum amount of money you pay and move on. Let's do the same mistake over again. There is no hardcore culpability with a price tag that goes with that culpability to pay. It's a corrupt system. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The legal system in Italy doesn't work. Okay? These companies that get caught, well, let's just hope it's not a big scandal in the news. And even if it is, people will forget. It's going to be a scandal for a couple of weeks or months, and then something else is going to happen in the world. Another pope will kick the bucket. We're going to talk about something else. Everybody's going to forget about Valentino using forced labor and terrible labor conditions. Nobody's going to care. And the system keeps going on and on and on. But then, of course, the company's going to be surprised. Oh, why aren't we making sales? You know what? Let's fire a couple thousand people. Because, of course, that's the only solution you're going to have, right? To the fact that you're making less money. So it's all about appeasing the shareholders. So what do we do first? We don't try to better our quality. Why are people not buying your shit anymore? Maybe the quality isn't as good. Maybe the prices are too high for what you're selling them. But okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's fire a ton of people to maximize our profits. I see. So that's the first thing you're going to try to do? No. Before that, you actually try to employ all of this weird labor, sweatshops, not paying people properly, illegal workers. Yeah, okay, we're going to try that. You get caught, little slap on the wrist. What's the next step? Fire your workers, right? That's how we maximize profits. Yeah, Exhibit A, Burberry. We're going to talk about Burberry in another video, though. Yeah, we're talking about major firings at Burberry, but that's a whole other topic. I mean, yeah, and please. And yes, exactly. Brown Bunny, by the way, I'm live streaming this. So I live stream several times a week, and come join me on in my show, in my live streams, and partake in the live chats. And somebody says the Italian Prime Minister, literally from a beep something something party. Yeah, no, just no words. Really, no words. Italy. You come from a heritage of Renaissance. You come from a heritage of beauty, passion, art. And now what? Now what? You can only live of your past glories and shine within the past glories for so long. But the Renaissance has passed a long time ago. You can't just always kind of lean on your past glories and think everything is good. Everything is fine and dandy. You're falling apart, Italy. You're falling apart. And trust you me, the solution to becoming better is not getting certain people into office and using hate as a mechanism to better yourself. It never worked in the past, and it's never going to work in the future either. But good luck to you. As long as the pizza and the pasta taste good, I guess you're going to have those cringe elements, to utilize as, well, we still got our pizza and pasta. Yeah, great. And in the meanwhile, do some research. See who's buying up all the historical palaces and houses and villas in Venice. It's not Italians. I can tell you that much. Nobody has money. Look it up. And how are these people buying up all of these villas and houses and destroying everything? Because the government allows them to. Looking at you, Venice. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know how you're selling out all of your houses, palaces, historical monuments to the highest bidder. I know. So please, we can talk more in depth about this, but we're not gonna, because let's keep it classy here. And then for those of you who might say, oh my God, somebody from another country talking shit about Italy. Possiamo parlare in italiano, possiamo fare tutto il discorso in italiano, dalla A alla Z. Quindi lascia perdere. E lasciamo perdere, perché se mi vuoi attaccare, perché dici no, perché guarda, ma manco parli l'italiano, ma cosa vuoi parlare dell'Italia? No, posso parlare dell'Italia, credimi, posso. And I'm just sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired of constantly reading these news about, oh, we're so surprised in Italy. Look, Valentino got caught red-handed with sweatshops. I'm like, why are you acting surprised? You know about this. You have known about this for decades. Don't act stupid in front of us, the consumers, the population, because we have known about this. But you, the government, you do nothing to stop this. You do nothing to get at the core of all of this. Why? Because you're all corrupt, and none of you wants to move a finger, because there's always somebody fueling you and feeding you underneath the table somewhere. Close an eye, because like, don't worry about it. A hand washes hands. Please, spare me the bullshit. Really, I'm so sick and tired of this, people. It's been decades. Nothing is changing. Nothing is moving. The fashion world is just trash at this point. It's trash where everybody's trying to grab as much money as possible, and that's it. Call a spade, okay? And the courts, oh, well, we found something about Valentino. Please, give me a break, okay? Not even a year will pass from this day. Valentino will be just fine. And they'll be doing the same shit they're doing now. Don't you worry about them for a minute. And we are not shocked. We are not surprised whatsoever. Actually, the saddest part of all of this is that we are numb at this point to all of this. We are numb. We're just like, yeah, another injustice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, more workers being exploited. Yeah, sounds about right. That's the playbook. That's everything according to the playbook. We didn't skip a beat. Everything is just dandy, as it's supposed to be. Great. Purple Butterfly says there's no care for workers' rights, for heritage, for quality, or for the environment. None of it. It's just about money. Money, as dirty as it is. And money is dirty. If you touch a paper bill of money, wash your hands after it, because chances are you're going to get so many bacteria and viruses on your hands, because money's dirty. Always has been. Always will be. So, subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Love you loads. Never give up on love.